ready to unlock the power within. Today we're taking a deep dive into the fascinating world of the subconscious mind with excerpts from Joseph Murphy's The Power of Your Subconscious Mind.
Yeah.
This book has sold millions of copies, so
It has.
clearly it's struck a chord with a lot of people.
Absolutely. Murphy's work really delves into that incredible potential that I think we all possess to shape our lives by understanding and working with our subconscious.
One of the first things that grabbed my attention was his analogy of the subconscious as a hidden iceberg.
Right.
Why don't you break that down for us?
Sure. Think about an iceberg. You only see a small fraction of its mass above the waterline.
Right.
That's like our conscious mind, the thoughts, feelings, and decisions that we're aware of.
Mm-hmm.
But lurking beneath the surface is this vast unseen force, the subconscious, which plays a far greater role in shaping our experiences, I think, than we often realize.
Okay, that makes sense. But how do we actually tap into this hidden power?
Well, Murphy argues that our subconscious minds are incredibly receptive to suggestion.
Okay.
He uses the example of learning to ride a bike.
Okay.
Remember that initial period of intense focus where you're consciously trying to balance and steer?
Mm-hmm.
Then at some point, it clicks.
Yeah.
Your body just seems to know what to do.
Right.
That's your subconscious taking over.
I love that analogy.
Yeah?
But how does this apply to more complex aspects of our lives?
Yeah.
Murphy suggests this same subconscious power can influence our health, finances, even finding a partner.
Exactly. And he provides some compelling examples to illustrate this. Take the famous opera singer Enrico Caruso.
Yeah.
He suffered from crippling stage fright to the point where he feared being booed off the stage.
Oh, wow.
However, by consciously communicating with his subconscious repeating affirmations, visualizing successful performances, Caruso was able to override his negative thought patterns and achieve phenomenal success.
So rather than letting stage fright sabotage his career, he used the power of suggestion to achieve his goals.
Precisely. And this wasn't just wishful thinking.
Right.
It points to this profound mind-body connection that Murphy emphasizes throughout his work.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Is there any scientific basis for this idea of the subconscious influencing our physical experiences?
There's a captivating case Murphy highlights.
Okay.
Involving a Scottish surgeon named Dr. James Estelle. Estelle practiced surgery before anesthesia was widely used,
Wow.
even performing amputations with hypnotic suggestion as his primary pain management tool.
Wait, seriously? Surgery without anesthesia? That sounds incredibly painful.
It was a different time, for sure.
Yeah.
What's remarkable is that Estelle achieved incredibly low mortality rates, just 2 to 3%.
Wow.
He attributed his success to his use of hypnotic suggestion, where he'd convinced patients they wouldn't experience pain or infection.
Wow.
His work offers a compelling glimpse into the subconscious mind's potential role in influencing our physical experiences.
That's incredible. So you're saying our beliefs might have a tangible impact on our physical well-being.
It's not as simplistic as saying our beliefs alone can cure us,
Right.
but the mind-body connection shouldn't be underestimated. Murphy posits that harnessing positive beliefs coupled with focused visualization can create powerful results.
Okay.
He shares a story about a man who seemingly cured his tuberculosis through unwavering faith in a simple wooden cross given to him by his son.
A wooden cross. That sounds almost miraculous.
While we can't definitively prove it was a miracle,
Right.
the man's unshakable belief in the cross's healing power might have triggered a potent placebo effect, tapping into his subconscious's healing potential.
So it all comes back to the power of belief influencing our subconscious mind.
It seems to.
But how do we actively tap into this? Is there a specific technique we can use?
Murphy outlines a technique called the mental movie method.
Okay.
It involves vividly imagining your desired outcome as if it were already happening,
Okay.
creating a detailed mental movie in your mind. He used this technique with great success on his radio show, The Church of Divine Science,
Yeah.
advising listeners to visualize selling their homes.
Okay.
They'd imagine every step of the process, finding the right buyer, negotiating the price, signing the papers, with as much detail and emotion as possible.
Did it work? Did people actually sell their homes using this visualization technique?
Many listeners wrote to Murphy,
Wow.
amazed by the results.
Really?
They shared stories of quickly finding buyers and closing deals after using the mental movie method.
Wow.
It seemed that by vividly imagining their desired outcome, they'd influence their subconscious to make it a reality.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It makes you wonder what else we can achieve with this technique.
Right.
Could we apply it to other areas of life,
Right.
like achieving our career aspirations?
Yeah.
So we've seen how this technique can work for something as specific as selling a house.
Right.
But what about those bigger life decisions?
Yeah.
The ones that keep us up at night? Can our subconscious mind offer any guidance there?
That's where it gets even more interesting.
Okay.
Murphy argues that our subconscious is particularly active during sleep,
Okay.
working through challenges and revealing solutions while our conscious minds rest.
So instead of stressing over a decision,
Yeah,
we should just sleep on it and let our subconscious do the work.
precisely.
Okay.
Murphy shares a compelling anecdote about a woman wrestling with a job offer in New York City.
Okay.
It promised double her current salary, but something just felt off.
Okay.
Trusting her intuition, she decided to tap into her subconscious each night, focusing on the job offer before drifting to sleep.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
Did she wake up from a dream with the answer?
It wasn't a dream in the conventional sense.
Okay.
But she woke one morning with this powerful gut feeling telling her to decline the offer. Months later, the company went bankrupt.
What?
Her subconscious, it seemed, had saved her from a disastrous career move.
Wow. Talk about trusting your gut.
Right.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But let's shift gears a bit.
Okay.
Can our subconscious minds also guide us in matters of the heart?
Sure.
Finding a fulfilling relationship feels far more nuanced than choosing the right job.
You'd be surprised.
Okay.
Murphy recounts the story of a woman who had gone through 3 divorces,
Wow.
feeling like she kept attracting the wrong partners,
Yeah.
despite being a successful businesswoman in other areas of her life.
3 divorces suggest there might be a pattern at play here.
Right.
Did Murphy help her break free from it?
He did.
Okay.
Murphy helped her realize that she was subconsciously drawn to passive partners,
Okay.
a pattern that stemmed from her own strong and independent personality.
Okay.
He encouraged her to visualize her ideal partner, someone confident, supportive, and capable of complementing her strong will.
So by clearly defining her desires and visualizing them,
Yeah.
she shifted her subconscious patterns.
It seems so.
Did she find her match?
She did.
Wow.
And according to Murphy, they went on to build a happy, balanced relationship.
That's great.
It highlights the power of aligning our conscious desires with our subconscious imprints.
This is all so fascinating.
And
It seems like our subconscious minds are internal matchmaking services just waiting for clearer instructions.
Right.
But what about something as elusive as happiness itself?
Yeah.
Can we train our subconscious to be happier?
Murphy was a firm believer that happiness is a choice,
Okay.
a conscious decision we make every day.
Oh.
It's not about denying negative experiences, but
Right.
rather choosing where we focus our energy.
It's easier said than done,
Yeah.
right? Life throws curveballs.
Yeah,
We have bad days.
of course.
It's not like we could just flip a switch and become perpetually cheerful.
You're absolutely right.
Right.
It's not about forcing happiness 24/7.
Right.
Murphy illustrates this with the story of a top-performing salesman who was constantly overlooked and underappreciated by his boss, leading to deep resentment that began to affect his work.
It's understandable why he'd feel resentful.
Yeah,
That feeling of being undervalued can be incredibly demotivating.
exactly.
Yeah.
So Murphy advised him to shift his perspective.
Okay.
Instead of focusing on his resentment, he encouraged the salesman to genuinely wish his boss well, to visualize his boss acknowledging his hard work and offering praise.
Wait, so he was supposed to imagine a completely different reality.
Right.
Did that actually work?
Yeah.
Did the boss have a sudden change of heart?
Interestingly enough, it did.
Really?
That very day, the boss called the salesman into his office and offered him a promotion to sales manager, along with a heartfelt thank you for his dedication.
Wow, that's quite a coincidence.
It is interesting.
It's like by changing his inner dialogue, the salesman influenced his external reality.
That's the power of the subconscious at play.
Wow.
It's not about denying negative emotions,
Okay.
but rather choosing to focus on positive ones and actively shaping our perceptions.
So it's about a conscious shift in perspective rather than some kind of forced positivity.
Precisely.
Okay.
Murphy provides another example of a self-proclaimed workaholic who was neglecting his family and burning himself out.
Okay.
It turned out this workaholism stemmed from unresolved guilt over the death of his brother years earlier.
Oh, wow. That's heavy.
Yeah,
So his way of coping was to bury himself in work.
exactly. He was subconsciously punishing himself.
Oh.
By confronting those feelings of guilt, forgiving himself, he could break free from that destructive pattern and prioritize his family and well-being.
It's a poignant reminder that facing our inner demons is often crucial to finding true peace and happiness.
It is.
But sometimes those demons take the form of our deepest fears.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Murphy believed many of our fears stem from false thoughts and limiting beliefs we've internalized over time.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Yeah.
But how do we actually overcome those fears?
Right.
They can feel so real and overwhelming,
You do.
even debilitating at times.
Murphy suggests confronting those fears head-on,
Okay.
utilizing positive visualization to rewire our responses.
Okay.
He tells the story of Mr. Jones, a man battling alcoholism.
Right.
Each time Mr. Jones tried to quit, the fear of failure would cripple him,
Right.
leading to a vicious cycle of relapse.
Addiction is incredibly tough to overcome.
It is.
How did visualization help Mr. Jones break free? So how did Mr. Jones break free from that cycle of addiction? How did he use visualization to overcome his fear of failure?
Mr. Jones unfortunately had to reach a real breaking point, losing his family, before he was truly ready to confront his addiction.
Okay.
But when he finally committed to change, he used visualization to his advantage.
Okay.
He would relax, close his eyes, and vividly picture his daughter congratulating him on his sobriety. So he replaced the fear of failure with this powerful image of success and connection.
Exactly. That image, that feeling of pride and love for his daughter,
Right.
became more potent than the urge to drink.
Wow.
It fueled his recovery, giving him the strength to stay sober and eventually rebuild his life.
That's amazing.
But what about those fears that aren't as dramatic as addiction,
Right.
but still hold us back, like the fear of aging?
Yeah,
That's something I think most of us grapple with, isn't it?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Murphy offered a really unique perspective on aging.
Okay.
He believed we truly age only when we cease to dream, learn, and embrace new experiences.
So it's more about mindset than the number of candles on our birthday cake.
Precisely.
Yep.
Murphy illustrates this with the story of a retired executive
So,
who at 65 could have easily settled into a life of leisure. However, he viewed retirement not with fear, but as an opportunity to explore his passions.
what did he do with this newfound freedom?
He dove headfirst into new adventures. He took up photography, traveled the world, and even began learning new languages. He was a testament to the idea that it's never too late to embrace new challenges and live life on your own terms.
That's inspiring.
Yeah,
He sounds like he had more energy and zest for life than many people half his age.
absolutely. And speaking of lifelong learning,
Yeah.
Murphy's own father decided to learn French at the age of 65.
Wow.
By 70, he was practically fluent and even became a sought-after French tutor.
Oh, wow.
He then moved on to Gaelic, which he taught until the remarkable age of 99.
That's incredible.
What an amazing example of lifelong learning.
Yeah.
It seems Murphy's father really embodied his son's teachings in such a profound way.
He really did.
This entire deep dive has been incredibly enlightening.
It has.
We've explored the power of our subconscious minds to overcome challenges, achieve goals, find love, and even heal our bodies. It truly is remarkable how much potential lies dormant within us.
Yeah. And you never know what you're going to find when you start digging around in there.
Right.
It's pretty remarkable.
And as we've explored today, by understanding and harnessing the power of our subconscious minds, we can unlock incredible possibilities
Absolutely.
and shape our lives in really extraordinary ways.
It's true.
It's amazing. What incredible feats can we achieve if we truly tap into the depths of our subconscious mind?
Yeah,
That's something I think for all of you out there to ponder.
it is.
And with that, we'll leave you to dive deep into your own amazing subconscious.
Happy diving.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep unlocking the power within.